Okay guys, good morning. Welcome to another virtual class. Today we will speak about the future will. As you already seen this before, in the past, we spoke about, as we have seen this before, in the past we talk about the past simple. What's the past simple? Remember, the past simple, it's the verb that we conjugate where we use regular verbs and irregular verbs. And also we have speak in present simple. Now, remember, each of these has its own rule, its grammar rule. We already see the past simple, the grammar rule, and we already see the present simple, the grammar rule. Also, we notice in the past simple, we use the regular verbs, and as we did before, in the past simple, the grammar rules tell us to talk about the regular verbs and irregular verbs. Now, today we are already speaking about the future will. What's the future will? Well, the will tell us, as all the other verbs, tell us where to conjugate the action. Now, the future will tell us something that we are going to do. When we speak about the future will, it's something that we're not certain will happen to. In this case, for example, the will tell us something that we're not sure it's going to happen. But in the other contracts, we have the future going. Remember, we have speaking in the future going before. The future going is something that is planned. Example, as I said before to you, if you're planning to do your homework this weekend, or you're planning to finish your guides the next week, you are mentioning that I am going to do my homework. I am going to do my game. I'm going to play video games this afternoon. So you're already planning something. But when you speak in will, it's something that you're not for sure it's going to happen. I will play tennis. I will visit my grandma in July 10. So this is the difference. The difference is something that you plan for sure, and this is not for sure. Now, when we speak in future will, we always use the pronoun. Remember? Pronoun is the base of all the conjugations in all three thems: past, present, and future. So the pronoun tell us, remember, with I, you, he, she, it, with, and they. Got it? So in this case, we always add, the rule tells me to add the auxiliary. In this case, the will takes the form of an auxiliary. So it's I plus will. In this case, it's I will. Remember, always use will. The grammar rule tells me that I cannot conjugate the verb, the future, without the will. So I will plus the verb. The verb is the base of all. Basically, without the verb, I cannot do anything. I cannot do much. So the verb pretty much indicates me when to do, what to do. It's the action. So I will play. You will jump. And finally, we have the complement. The complement is the end of the action. Example, I will play tennis. I will play soccer. But in this case, you will jump the rope. She will read a book. Now, remember, when we speak in present simple, what happens to the verb? When we speak in present simple, we add an S. But in this case, we are talking about the will. We are not breaking the rule. The rule tells me only to add the will. That's it. The will is the auxiliary. In this case, it takes the form of an auxiliary. So the auxiliary tells me where to go, right? So this is pretty much the grammar rule. Pronoun plus will plus verb and complement. Let me go ahead and write the complement here so you will have a better understanding. Complement. Now, it's time for us to practice. Today, I will listen music in the afternoon. Now, it's your turn. Tell me something that you will do this afternoon. You may use this grammar rule to conjugate. Thank you.